Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're going to do a general reading. So take the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest. I already have the call pulled. We're going to get started by cleansing out the space and the energy. So if you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down for a couple of seconds. Okay. But anyway, before I get started, forget. The song that goes with this reading is Nothing But Trouble or Instagram Models by Charlie Path and Lil Wayne. And also Dirty Laundry, not Kelly Rowland, but Blackbeard. And so with this song, he pretty much is saying, like, he talks about Instagram models and like they're nothing but trouble, and that, like, you know what, some people literally like believe in the fantasy of like the whole Instagram model thing, like, oh, I'm gonna date them, I could be with them, and this, that, and the third. Um, or some people, when they actually do get with them, like, there's a lot to it. And then he's saying, like, you know, he's drinking out what his problems, like he got dealing with this. And in the Lil Wayne part, he talks about like how he stopped doing the things that he normally do, like, um let's say he normally goes out and stuff like that. He stopped doing that while he was with this person, or checking his phone and stuff like that. So he's missing out on things that was actually important because of this one person. And then when this came out, what also came out was Dirty Laundry, like I said. Not Kelly Rowland. You can do Kelly Rowland if you want to say Kelly Rowland. Um, but Blackbeard, where he and it's mainly the part where it's the my girl don't want me cause of my dirty laundry, I know. So that's why I was like, it's not Kelly Rowland. And that's the only part I keep going on repeat. That either you don't want them, and I don't know if you the Instagram model that they're trying to say, and they're drinking their problems away because they feel like you're nothing but trouble because you don't want them, and you want pretty much nothing to do with them, right? And or if they could be like the Instagram model and stressing the other person out, right? And but then my girl don't want me because of my dirty laundry, I know. I think it's that person, right? Like they did something and you know about it and they know about it. And that caused you not to want them. Like, if they're nothing but trouble and causing nothing but trouble in your life, that's the reason why you don't want them. And it's like you was looking for love and this person was looking for something completely different. And it's like once you realize that, it's either you can drink your problems away or just handle it the right way, which are walking away. Or even if you needed a little liquid courage, you did enough to get a liquid courage and then did what you had to do. Where this person, it's just, oh, that's what the drunk keep coming up. Yeah. And intoxication. Remember that with the story deck? Yeah. Don't ask me which video. But either way. Because I remember at one point it was like they was like drinking to celebrate and stuff like that. And that celebration turned into like intoxication, drunk stumbling, and embarrassment real fast. So it could be because of this. But like I said, it could have been you or it could have been them. Or it could be like in the beginning when they were celebrating, you were the one that was drinking your problems away or trying to do things to get rid of certain problems. And you started doing what you needed to do, walking away what you needed to walk away from, and cutting off people. And now they're the ones drinking their problems away. There we go. Because it was like they was just like going together and just like, now it's together. There we go. So it was like, you know, like the mind how the tables have turned, like that pretty much. It was like now it's not you, now it's them. And they see you and view you as this Instagram model. Where in the beginning you wanted nothing but love and you thought they was very attractive and beautiful. You saw them as like the Instagram model. And they probably show you like as a fan and stuff like that. Or If you watch Shit and Gigs with James, Mug just popped in my head. I'm not calling you that, okay? I'm not calling you that. I don't even know. But you see? Okay. But it's that. Like, they used you as, like, they treated you like Meg. In Family Guy, they treated you like Meg. And because you wanted them. And now you're no longer Meg. Remember that one episode when Meg got hot? It's like that. Or, no, what's it that? What? What episode was that? I think when they went back, like, Brian and Stewie went back in the future and went to some parallel universe and Meg was hot and stuff like that. It's that. Like, the tables completely turned. Where now they're no longer like the Instagram model that they thought they were. Or even if they were an Instagram model and view themselves like that. You're now, like, also, like, in the same bracket but, like, above them. Because also popped in my head is the show Celebrity. Where it's like, even if you just started, you seeing that you being yourself and being authentic to who you are, people are drawn to it and stuff like that. And pretty much, like, Doja Cat, when she does stuff like how she lose fans, it's pretty much the opposite. Like, you speak your mind and you gain people and stuff like that. And they pretty much try to figure out what the hell happened because that wasn't they expected. But yeah, now we're gonna get started with the breeding, because that's pretty much all I got from that. Oh, and then with Dirty Laundry, he's it's because of your money. If this person does come back and want to be your friend, it's like I pretty much just said. It's like, y'all could be in the same bracket or doing the same thing, but you're doing it better than this person, or getting more results or better results than this person. So now they're trying to become your friend again for materialistic reasons or superficial reasons, not because they actually sorry for what they did. But from the Heal Yourself deck, right, we have cycles. And she's looking at this direction, so you're healing past cycles so it doesn't affect your present nor your future. And also you're healing or this have faith, like, and I also can't be trying to come out with this other card. Oh, the victim consciousness. You're healing yourself from that too. Oh, by having faith that, like I was, like in the previous reading that I said, where God heard your cries. Okay, He heard your prayers. He heard them. But it's certain things you also have to do, and like with Him to help Him get along. Like he can do stuff, okay? But you know that card is like they can't interfere in your free will. Is that like they will not interfere with your free will? So they need you to also participate, do some things. And it's like to have faith and trust Him that what He's telling you is the right way in the right direction. Also with this victim consciousness, it's pretty much seeing or thinking that you're the victim, and pretty much is like that's the like it could be in the past where people were doing things to you and stuff like that, or abusing that power, and it's like you're still seeing yourself as that child, where now you can make your own choices and go what you want to do and set those boundaries, and you're still letting other people set them for you and do them for you. And that's the problem, because it went from 22 to 12, so it decreased. So it's like when you pretty much lean on your own understanding, with this faith being here, you make mistakes and fall short. But when you believe and trust God or walk with Him and or Spirit in the universe, things are a little bit better. You don't make as much, probably still make a mistake, but not as much mistakes as you would have if you just went on your own understanding. But also seeing that you're the victim and thinking that everybody has it out for you. You have to realize you also had it out for yourself at some point in time. And you heal that and let that go. Because it's like, that's why I said that she's looking past. It's like you're looking back in the past and stuff like that. You're not living in the past or reliving it. You're just looking at it from like like a different standpoint, or from like a bystander's point of view and stuff like that. And you seeing like with how you weren't the victim, you did actually participate and like agree to certain things, even though you didn't want to. You still went through with it and said yes to something. Right, see, self-love. Because you lacked self-love, you did some things that you didn't want to do, or you feel like you was a victim, but it's all because you didn't actually love yourself to actually walk away from certain decision or choices. Or even with this having faith, even if like a lot of people have spiritual gifts, don't know which one is yours. Okay, you know yours. Okay, yeah, it could be dreams, it could be um you hear them, and it's where you can sense them. um you can see them. It's different kinds and stuff like that. And it's like, even when they were showing you, you was like, oh, no, 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 like that, it can't be, it's not that, and blah 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 blah. And it's like, you then didn't trust your higher self, and your higher self is pretty much just one that's in connection with spirit. And then you thinking that your life is all messed up, and spirit hates you, and they mad at you, and this and the third. And it's more so, it's you. That's what I kept saying, like, it's you had it out for yourself and allowed certain things to happen. And it's like, without that self-love, then you had low self-esteem and low self-worth, and because of that, you feel like you didn't deserve certain things, so you allowed like people that do the bare minimum of relationship or love to pretty much come around you and pretty much hurt you and damage you in any way that they felt. Hey, procrastination. See, told you could have walked away and you didn't. And this is 2024, and that add up to be 6, and that's here. You looking back and realizing that when you were like, let's say when you just started out, right, you had that self-love and stuff like that, but as you continue to mature in your childhood, it dwindled. It dwindled. And then why did it dwindle? Right? And then that's the whole victim. You just like, you're saying it's that person, but it's like you're giving that person control. That's what the procrastination is. Take back your control by realizing that that person can say whatever they want to say, but their opinion doesn't really matter or mean anything. Because let's say, because I'm looking at her hair, right? It could be your hair. Like, oh, I don't like that hairstyle. It doesn't fit your face. Right? So you having that in your head, but like that one insult or that one comment in your head, but everybody else, right, that you interacted with that day said that they loved your hair. It was nice. It was cute. They want to get their hair that way, and this, and the third, right? Don't, like, you're just so focused on this one person. They have more control over your mind and your mode and everything, because because of the one thing that they said pretty much broke your confidence and destroyed your day. And it's like, no matter how many compliments you do get, you still fall so focused on that criticism. And it's like, it should be the opposite. They're always going to be negative, yes. And then little do you know, like, you focusing on that person, and then later on you change your hair, get a different hairstyle, and then that person get the same hairstyle that they told you didn't fit your face, and then be like, oh, well, it didn't fit your face, but it fit mine. And it's like, but it doesn't. Like, you see? So, like, you have to reflect and reevaluate, look back at your past. Not relive your past, but, like, look back on it. And to see, also you can see, like, the people that you need to let go that you're not letting go, and the reasons why you're not letting them go. Even if it's family, you can set boundaries with family. You can't technically cut them off. Okay, fine, cool. I mean, you can not go to family gatherings, or even if you go, be like, I'll be here for like an hour, and that kind of thing. Or find your own little corner, your own little section, your little favorite cousin, stuff like that, and enter into a whole new cycle where you're not letting these people control you or stop your growth. Because that's another procrastination. You feeling like it's them and you blaming them when it's not them, it's you. You're giving them control at that point in time. It's your body. That's why it's called like self-esteem, self-worth, and self-awareness and stuff like that. It's like there's certain things that you are responsible for yourself. No one else is responsible for that, right? And it's like your self-worth and your self-esteem, it does affect how you feel in your environment, but it also very important about how you feel about yourself, loving yourself. That's your environment. But when you by yourself and nobody's around, why do you still feel that way? You know? And that's why it's saying to have faith. Like, you can love yourself. You deserve nice things. But it's all how you thinking about it and how you seeing it. And that's why you're procrastinating and stopping things, because you think that you don't deserve it or that it can't be, when that's not the truth. It's just somebody that wants you to think that way. And then we have discovering your life purpose, which pretty much was like an extra card. Oh, and then it's 11, so I'm gonna put it underneath here. So, because that's 12. So it's like you have this victim consciousness that, oh, it's not gonna work out, blase blase, so I'm not gonna do it. Then you will never discover your life purpose. And then there's mountain back there. And then have a little bit of ice on it or some snow on it. Like, it's gonna be some days where it's very chilly and very snowy, and it's different. Like, it's very hard to overcome and persevere and stuff like that. But to continue having faith that you're on the right path, they're not gonna leave you or abandon you without giving you some sort of direction, or some sort of direction, or telling you what to do. If there is, but this have faith. Let's say he's like, plant seeds. That's all he said. Just plant seeds. And you're just like, what? Why am I planting seeds? What am I doing? This isn't the third. Just plant the seeds. It's the message that keeps you, just plant seeds. So you then have to go find a place. You just like, what place do I gotta go? Blah 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 blah. Then they show you where to go, what little area is for you, what seeds to get. Then you get all the materials that you need to get, and then you going about it. He's still there. He's checking, coming in, seeing that you're doing what you need to do. But it's like, if you don't plant the seeds, what needs to be done, and you sitting there and be like, I'm supposed to plant seeds, but I don't know where to plant seeds, and da 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 da. But rather than asking, okay, plant seeds, where am I supposed to plant them? Where am I supposed to go? This like, and stuff like that. You like, that's where you be stuck in the mountains and be cold and freezing, and then die of hypothermia. And that's all on you. There's nobody else. You could have asked questions, you could have asked for help, and you chose not to, because you feel like you didn't deserve the help, or you didn't deserve this growth or this change that's coming into your life. That's that current. And that's not true, because with 29 reduced to 11, and that's 11 is pretty much like a wish fulfillment. And also the Justice card, when things are being balanced, your mind is throwing things out of whack and out of balance. As soon as they say plant seeds, you know how to plant seeds. You get dirt, put the seed in. Just you can make a little hole with your finger, right? A 3-inch hole, however, whatever type of hole. Just a little poke one in the ground, plant the seed, cover it, boom, bada boom, easy. But you're making it harder than it needs to be, or thinking it's gonna take more work than it needs to be, when it actually, it's not that hard. So it's like, if you lose that, you actually discover your life purpose and become more aligned and more in tune with your life purpose. And with the water is flowing, start to feel like you deserve it, and that it was there the whole time, and it was there the whole time, or something that you was doing like on and off, like the whole time throughout your life and stuff like that, with the cycles. And so you're thinking that your life doesn't have purpose, when it actually do have purpose, and you've been doing it, but you're not seeing that you're doing it. Let's say, like, some people, like artists and stuff like that, so you draw as a hobby and stuff like that, but you also took some classes. And you doing jobs that doesn't fulfill you, and you just like, well, I don't have no purpose. I don't have this. I don't have that. Blah, 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 blah. You do have purpose. Your purpose is art. Drawing. Don't know what you're drawing, but drawing. But you're thinking that there's no money in that. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to do that. He will provide. That's what the having faith is. And so now we have renewal with the chakra deck. Then we have enlightened. Then we have guilt. Okay. That's what it is. I see now. I see. Because it went from red, yellow, then orange. It's supposed to be red, orange, yellow. It doesn't really have to go in the order, but it's like you change, renewed some things, let things go with this enlightenment, right? You're trying to discover your life purpose and trying to walk away from things, but people are trying to fill your fill your mind. There you go. Because what I was about to say, I was like, that makes no sense. I was about to say mad, and it's like I was trying to say mind. So it's like some people are mad that you change your mind and you're a whole new different person, and they try to make you feel guilty about it. They try to keep you stuck. See, and then they're drinking. See, dirty laundry. It comes back together. And then with the nothing, funny enough, is Black Bear playing in my ear right now. IDFC. It's a good song. See that now out of nowhere is two people? Because over here was a cat. Now it's two people. And then the song. This person know that they're hurting you and that they're lying to you, which is what's causing this whole. It could, okay, couple of things. Like I said before, is you're allowing them to control your mind and control your actions and then that's what this is. Because the yellow is about actions and success. You take action on something and then you feel guilty about it. And it's like you feel guilty about discovering your life purpose and being in your life purpose and loving yourself and doing what's best for you. Because the people around you is not doing that. Yeah, we have so many. Also, you can listen to IDFC because in the beginning of the song, he said, "Tell me pretty lies." So it's like you don't care what this person don't care what they're telling you because they feel like you're their soulmate and they have a lot of feelings for you, and they act like they don't care, but they actually very scared to lose you, and they know they will never find another person like you. So they try to. Well, in the song, he said, "I'm a fool for you." They try to get you to be a fool for them. And that's the whole shebang, the scenario why the whole manipulation and gaslighting. Because he says that this person is he's no good for this person, or that this person is like above him and stuff like that, which then turns to self-love and esteem comes into play. But your actual true soulmate wouldn't try to keep you stuck in situations that isn't best for you, which is why it turns karmic. Yeah, prayer. Told you they heard your prayers. You want your actual true soulmate, and it's not this person. Creation. Oh, and then this is another extra card. Workaholic. I don't know why. I don't know where extra cards. But I'm going to go with this first. And then talk about the extra cards. So, but there's renewal and creation. You with the cycle, like I said, you could be evaluating, changing some things, or thinking about you want to create some things and change some things up, but you're procrastinating, not thinking that it's going to be successful. With the yellow, like thinking that it's not going to be successful when that's not the case. Also, with the crown and root chakra, pretty much be is like, oh, there's no heart, there's no green. Your heart chakra could be closed, or you're not in tune with it or in touch with it, which is why the messages is all getting confusion and bounded up. You are creating a whole new cycle, or entering a whole new cycle, and you created it. You created this cycle by changing and closing out certain things that no longer suit you, because she also has the colors of the chakras here, right? And with this enlightenment and prayers with being a yellow, is like you starting to realize that, like I said before, they did listen to your prayers, they did hear your prayers, but there's some things, some work that you also need to put in as well, right? With this guilt and soulmate, stop listening to what this person is telling you and just taking it at face value. It's They're a liar, okay? Why would you listen and believe a liar? Is that spirit keeps telling you that it's not this person, but this person keeps saying that it's me, and then you just believe in it. It's not that person. Also, how you can know if you receive messages in dreams and you keep praying for a soulmate, okay, and you haven't known this person face yet, haven't seen them, this, and the third, they might not show the person face. That could let you know that it's not the person, it's not somebody that you're around, not somebody that you know. Or if it's a person with no face, just no eyes, no nothing, no face. Another thing, like a mannequin, kind of no mannequins kind of sometimes have face. Well, ones that doesn't have face, like that is like it's someone that you don't know. And if you hear like if you can hear them, I don't know. They don't really tell me stuff like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They don't. That's not what we really talk about, or that I hear. But even that is like if you see a person and stuff like that, where certain people they be like, "That's your wife." Like they hear that, or like that's that, or this. It's like ask them, and they will literally say like, "No, it's not that one." If you can hear them, if you can sense them or like sense it, ask that. Like ask. You gotta find which spiritual gift you had and which works best for you to then use it to your, I won't say to your advantage, but use it to help you become more aligned and more and discover your life purpose and just discover your purpose in general. Because this person, like with the chains, who got chains on them, the devil card, exactly, karmic soulmate trying to keep you stuck so you don't find your purpose. And it's like they just doing what the karmic is just doing what a karmic does, okay? They just do what they doing. But you, some of y'all know better. With this enlightenment, y'all know, and y'all see it, and y'all want better, and y'all praying for better. And God's like, look, this person gave you lemons. Make lemonade. You know how to make it. So it's like you can turn this whole thing around. It's just the work that you have to put in is you're procrastinating. Because you think it's not going to be successful, or that this person is trying to, or it could be this person or other people is trying to make it seem like that what your innocent intentions, with the angel, with the halo being here, your pure and innocent intentions, they're trying to make it seem like it's very negative and selfish of you when it's not. It's actually selfish of them trying to sabotage you and stop your growth. Okay, so we have the Magician. I'll go here. And we have the Seven of Swords. Right? Also, So that's what I mean. Like, now you're looking back. This could be you back here, seeing the deceptive and the trickery, and the, like, or it could be like they do it to somebody else, and you see when they do it to somebody else, and you're just like, oh, okay, like that kind of thing. And I'm gonna continue before. Then we have sad squirrel. Also, with the tree that doesn't have any like leaves or anything like that and is upset, that's pretty much talking about the renewal card. You were sad. Like I was saying before, with there's nothing but trouble, tables turned at some point in time. The Two of Pentacles. I would say the juggling, but yeah, they juggling. Going even here, one person sad, other person happy. And the boats is very far away, and they have mixed water. Like there is mixed emotions. Funny enough, I said there's no green, but she has a green necklace in self-love. So, you might be giving love to everybody but yourself, and it's time to get in touch with you. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and then she got chains. You see, you free yourself, breaking them chains. The gospel song just popped in my head. To break every chain, break every chain. Like, yeah, there's power in the name of Jesus. I was just like, have faith. um, and then we have the Four of Swords. With the Magician being here, and then with the Four of Swords, because I'm going, it's like I could see it in many different ways. It's like where, cause you know he's sleeping and stuff like that, and he got like the prayer hands and stuff like that. You know, they don't do it in funerals, but you know, like sometimes they cross their hands and stuff like that. So, and then the coffin or like the bed or whatever look concerned and stuff like that. So it's like where you were in a very painful or hard situation where no matter what, it was hard for you to heal from, hard for you to get back your energy or rejuvenate and stuff like that, because all the tricks and stuff like that, they was pretty much, once that they was doing things that caused you to be burnt out, but it's like you would have like, okay, gotta think back. So with the Magician and the Four of Swords, so it's like where you was could have led to burnout or you was being burnt out. That's now changed, or trying to change and transform to where you actually are healing and resting to get rejuvenated, to take like to pretty much take this next step of going and having enough energy to go on this next step, this new journey, or this new discovery in your like path and your purpose and stuff like that. But like I've been saying, it's people that are trying to keep you back, to keep you in chains, to keep you stuck, to make you feel guilty. And with the Queen of Swords, she holds the Ace of Swords. So at some point in time, when you stay like at a neutral high point, it's like those people that are trying to cloud your judgment, that you can have this victim consciousness and start thinking that you can't do certain things, you can't do this, and you can't do that. You start seeing through the deceptive, because there's gray flags here. You see things, when you stay neutral and don't let them affect your emotions or pretty much affect your day and stuff like that. I'm a strong believer in I don't care. Like it's just like it's not my business. I don't care. You know, that kind of thing. So start becoming like that, being at a neutral standpoint, and as you start seeing beyond the clouds and beyond what the person is saying and stuff like that, and that's what's like. Some people are sad and some people are mad, or like when you were sad, the sad squirrel, they was alright, they was cool, and they was happy, and it was fine. But you were struggling, not fully grounded, because of this guilt, they're happy, because they're sad. See them in the back? Sadness. Right? And misery loves company, kind of thing. And have faith. See the cloud? See the thunder? The tower moment, okay? It's come literally to one person. One person is going to hit rock bottom because of the things that they were doing. They're literally throwing something. Where I said the 11, they literally purposely throwing something out of balance for their own selfish gain. So when they try to make it seem like you're selfish, is they're projecting what they feel onto you, and it's not your responsibility nor your problem to deal with. You cannot heal it or fix it, especially if it's a trick and they try to tell you that it's not there. That's the whole gaslighting thing. They're actually hurt inside and don't actually care and or like themselves or feel like their life have any purpose or any meaning, and they are miserable and they want you to join along with them, but then they're not going to tell you that. 7, being deceptive and be like, what are you talking about? I'm fine, I have no reason to be hurt, I'm this and I'm that and meh, 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 meh. Like all that, but they're the ones keeping you stuck. You're the one in the chain. They're the child. They're the one back here. You're nursing and taking care of them. And then with the moon being here, but she's sitting on stuff like that, that talks about psychic abilities, your intuition, faith. Faith is with you, not with this person. Spirit is more so helping you and freeing you than this person. This person doesn't actually want help or want anything to change or want to heal, but you do. Prayers. This person is more, but you're more so praying for a better life and stuff like that, where you are happy, where you have this, you have that. This person more so just praying that somebody continues to coddle them. I just realized it's yellow, gray, blue. So it's like you could have been happy before when you wasn't really with this person, and this person came and made it seem like they were happy with the whole deceptive crap, and that they was healed and they knew what they wanted to do, but then that's the trick. It was a lie, an illusion, and to pretty much hide the fact that they actually sad inside and doesn't feel secure and or grounded within themselves and also people around them. Which is, they go back and forth. Their actions also don't match their words. They can't really control their emotions because their affinity on the belt and an affinity on the hat. They wanted just to stay in a loop and go round and round. Where y'all like sometimes y'all will have ups, sometimes y'all will have downs and stuff like that. And I know that is a part of a relationship and a part of like a connection, but they wouldn't have healed it. That's the thing. They never would have healed it or do the right thing in order for it to heal and move on. Where no, how to put this? The only graph that I know that continue going up and down is tangent and not tangent, cosine and sine. It's supposed to do it. It always does it, right? But then you also have to change the graph. Well, to change the formulate the window of your graph to pretty much see the graph correctly. So it's that like, and the graph is like real small. So where normally the graph is like, say you normally like 1 to 10 and stuff like that. This is talking about like pi and stuff like that, or even that. So it's like pi and negative pi. So that's 3.4 right? So you have to like make it real small so you can be between like, so you can see the 3, like 3 point whatever, okay? And the negative 3 point whatever, okay? You gotta be in that range, but then just, and I think it only goes from like 1 to -1. So like you still have to be in that range to see it correctly. Because if you're way too zoomed out, you're not gonna see it correctly. You're gonna think it's a straight line when it's not a straight line. It's zigging and zagging, going up and down. Because with the 2 of Pentacles when it came, I wanted to say juggling, but it's just. And then seeing with the 11, and it's a scale. The scale doesn't juggle, but it does sway and go back and forth. It is not actually balanced. It's just staying still. It never just lines out and just be what it needs to be. where, and that's why I keep saying it's not gonna heal. It's always gonna be up and down, up and down, up and down. Where some of them, it does it at first and then smooths out and stuff like that, and or like tailors off and stuff like that. This will never happen, and they're trying to hide you from seeing that. Or realizing that, not just you, but other people as well. We have the world. So a cycle closing or wanting to close, trying to close, and a new one is trying to begin. The Tower. Called it. And then we have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Okay. First thing off the bat. Oh. Yeah, pretty much this karmic cycle is trying to close. Come to a completion. So you can move on and start a new cycle with your true soulmates. And with the Tower moment, like I said before, with that the sad squirrel, it's more so gonna affect this one person. Well, if you near them, it's gonna affect you. Like if there's rubble, okay, and stuff like that, you might get hit a little bit. But the Tower also talks about an enlightenment. So this could be like a sudden change or a sudden enlightenment, a sudden realization that you have that somebody was withholding information from you and was holding back out of greed, and also feeling it like it could be out of greed, okay? With the Pentacle being here for materialistic reasons, with the dirty laundry, and with the guilt because they feel insecure and inadequate next to you. And if they feel sad and destroyed and stuff like that and distraught inside, they wanted you to feel the same. And pretty much try to hold on to you so you won't be able to move forward with this Ace of Pentacles. So you won't take action on something very solid and stable. Because in the Four of Pentacles, he's holding on to a pentacle and won't let it go. You're the pentacle that they won't let go. And you're trying, and spirit is like, you will let my people go. And so you can move on and have something that's very passionate. Because after the Tower is the Star, with the discovering your life purpose. So that's what's like, you're pretty much in the mountains, feel like there's nothing just coming to help you and stuff like that. And if that's not the case, it's this person. You're allowing this person to always chain you or be attached to you and stuff like that. You have to realize that you have a choice and a decision to make. Oh, I think I did pick a card. It's given vulture, right? The vulture pile, where you have to walk away from this person, and it's like you want this person to walk away from you, and they will never walk away from you. If you leave it up to them, they will never walk away from you. Never. Because they're a child. That's why the pages keep coming up as well. They will never walk away from you. They will sit, watch, and stalk. Learn from you. Won't tell you that they learn it from you. Also watch you. That's the Page of Swords, and that kept coming up. That's the stalking. And even if you know that they were doing it, they will literally tell you that they weren't doing it. They're not doing it. They don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, okay. Like, that's where the whole spiritual gift come in. Like, you have to trust your own psychic ability and realize that, and cut people off accordingly. Because one thing God don't do is lie. So he has no reason to lie. If he's saying this person is watching you, they're definitely watching you. If they're holding on to you and they're not supposed to, they're definitely holding on to you to throw you out of balance so they can be fake happy, and they're not even happy. They're not even happy. It's like they're happy at the fact that they have somebody else to blame and project all this stuff on, but because when with this changing and the healing and stuff like that, what I was gonna say were certain people like there was a video that I watched and it was saying that when you changing and stuff like that, there's some people that also gotta grieve the person that you once were. Like they also losing, like you lost that person and they're losing that person. You're no longer that person and stuff like that. But with this renewal, it's not that you are completely a different person. It's just certain parts of you that you thought that died off. You becoming coming like more in touch with it again, and incorporating it into your life and setting certain boundaries accordingly. And that's what the enlightenment, that's what you have to see and realize. That there are going to be some people that were okay with this part of you being dead because they can't benefit it or they don't know how to control it and stuff like that. And there's some people that is just they see that you're changing and they know what's, but like they want you to be happy and stuff like that, but they also already knew that like the old version of you and were happy with that old version of you, so they also gotta grieve that a little bit, shed that and let that go. But that doesn't mean like they don't want to get to know this new you. It's just gonna take some time. Okay. um like for me, my example, if I don't like tomatoes, right? So, and or peas, but just neither here nor there. But it's just like, so people around me probably got very used to like not cooking with tomatoes or just not eating tomatoes because I don't really eat tomatoes, so it makes no sense to cook it because I'm just gonna pick it out and stuff like that. And it's like now all of a sudden I start eating tomatoes. You have to like things will have to get like you have to go now buy tomatoes, or when you're cooking you might forget like, oh, I can't put tomatoes, or oh like I didn't put tomatoes and tomatoes was needed in this meal and stuff like that to pretty much elevate it and stuff like that. So it's like there's steps that will need to be take some time and stuff like that. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's like very slow and steady kind of thing. But you're taking the passion, like you take an action to actually have that solid, stable, like offer and stuff like that. But you won't have it if you being greedy or holding back and stuff like that. And because what I want to say is insecure and stuff like that, but also the procrastination. You will never find your actual soul tribe and soul family with all this being in the way and in between. So your prayers, even though it's heard, it won't be answered, and it's not because spirit doesn't want to answer it. It's more so you didn't do the work into finding it. It was always the door is open. The door is open. It was it was just waiting for you to be there, but you never got to where it needed to be for the door to actually like fully open up for you to walk through. Um, so now if we go from top to bottom, this with the Magician in the world, the cycle of being tricked or manipulated or thinking that you're inadequate and you don't have all the materials that you need is coming to an end. Or other people using your talents and your skills to their own benefits, that could also be coming to an end as well. With the Tower and the Seven of Wands, whoever lied or tried to trick you and stuff like that, they're gonna hit rock bottom at some point in time. But also, like I said, the Tower means enlightenment. You start to realize that and see what this person is doing. Like I said, the two people in the back, and they literally looking at this person where normally they're like doing something else, so they don't see that this like what's going on. You see what's going on, like you're aware of it. So it's caused a shift, a very sudden shift. where this is now is Michael Bolton in my ear talking about time, love, and tenderness. It's that, like, they trying to come to you and trying to say it's that they're about to hit, or like they're about to hit rock bottom, right? Tower moment, fall from grace and stuff like that, and they come to you be like, oh no, we can work through this. All we need is a little bit of time, love, and tenderness. No, a donkey with Shrek and stuff like that. Do you love her? Do you want to hold her? And then, like, it's all that, and it's just like spirit just like, look, okay, look, because that's what it's talking about, the lightning here, divine intervention. It's like, look, okay, let her go. The video what to do was asking questions about Michael Jackson. He was like, get, like, that popped in my head when he mushed the hell out of them. Like, spirit just like, get away, like, release him, let him go. And it's like you starting to, like, things change for you very sudden and stuff like that. So it's like where this person could have been like hitting rock bottom, or like, let's say they about to jump off like out of a building and stuff like that. You're no longer being their cushion and their support when they're falling onto you. You're the reason why they're not hitting the floor and they're not getting hit, like, hurt as much as they could be, because you're the one taking all the fall and the hit and the absorption and the pain. It's you walk away, free yourself, take a new passionate beginning elsewhere that you're procrastinating. You stop doing that. This person is set, like, that's okay. Could be that's when this whole tower moment happened. The tower moment happened for you is that's a sudden enlightenment, where you, let's say you thought this person was high and mighty, because the higher friend kept pointing out or coming out too. You saw this person of authority. You saw them as somebody that had moral and ethics. You see, like, they don't got that. They lie. Been said that. And you might be sad for a little bit, but you was like, yeah, I don't want to be here. You take a new passionate beginning elsewhere. And then they all sad and boo-hoo and like, oh my goodness, who's going to take care of me? Who's going to cater to me? Spirit just like, I got something for you. Okay? Like, I got something for you. And with the Two of Pentacles, now they're sad and you're happy. That's what's like the mind, how the tables have turned. When you were the one that was sad, they was okay and fine and happy because they still had you. You were still around. You still, like I said before, absorbed most of the hurt and the pain that they was going through. And they thought that was very solid, stable offer that they can do this forever. But that, you see how the clouds started forming in the Two of Pentacles? There was a very clouded judgment that was very stupid. It was not solid. It was not solid, nor was it stable, and it was going to take forever for it to actually come. And the stability was never going to come. That's what I was saying here. The stability was never going to come because they was holding back. I wouldn't say out of greed. I'm not really. Could be. I don't know what's wrong with your person. Okay, some of your people, they are greedy. Some of them, it's all of them. Like, they're insecure, but also like greedy and material. Okay. Remember in certain, when I use the box and it could be like, I hide myself between materialistic things, it's that. It's like, they're insecure, but you won't think that they're insecure because of the things that they have. But that's the hiding behind materialistic things. And then that comes, then because of that, then the greed came in, because they need to have the money to keep up the appearances that they got it, and they're all competent and cool and suave, and they can get anybody that they want. And they know that they lying to they self, so a little bit of self-awareness. But you think they're gonna stop lying? No, they just double down on the lie, okay? And refuse to let anybody either in or know who they really are. So they created this whole ego and facade to do just exactly that. And now you could be in a relationship or a connection with this person or just around this person, and you being your true authentic self, they're not being their true authentic self, and then they don't like you for it or project things onto you. So It's like if you never had insecurities, and you start having insecurities because this person pretty much kind of sort of created insecurities out of nowhere, out of thin air, is them. They have all the insecurities. It's all them, but they started projecting it onto you. That's why I was like, with your hair could be fine. It's just like, and this person had no problem with your hair, but they don't want you to feel as confident because they don't feel confident. So they try to make you feel inadequate, belittle you, and bring you down to their size. But, because what just popped in my head is Alice and like the Wonderland. So let's say they, your normal size or your normal height is like, say, I'm gonna say 6, right? 6 feet. And this person, let's say, people think and believe that they are 6 feet, right? But they actually like 5'9". So you, who's actually 6 feet, come around them. They were like, oh my goodness, you're so tall. How tall are you? You be like 6 feet. And they were like, no, you're not. You have to be past 6 feet because this person, see my hand, like this person is 6 feet. And then it's like you go stand next to them, you just like, I mean, they could be like you just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like, you're not saying like they're not 6 feet. You like, they could be 6 feet. There's different like, versions of 6 feet. I might be 6.5 feet or something like that, or something like that. But it's a good you. It's like you can look down, like it's a good dip and stuff like that. But is that, and then this person could feel like, oh, well, then you can't be 6 feet if I'm 6 feet. And it's like they trying to create a whole nother world and create a whole nother lie, like to make it seem like they're definitely 6 feet when they actually like 5'9". You can round it to 6 feet if you want to, but it's not 6 feet. You see? And so they trying to say that they're 6 feet, so you actually 6 feet, now you 6'4", and it's just like, but you're not 6'4". They feel inadequate standing next to you because it shows who they truly are, their true height, their true self. Yeah, and then you're starting to see that and free yourself from it. The back and forth, the mixed emotions. Also with the King of Cups, that's why the King of Cups keep coming up. When he's reversed, he doesn't have any control of his emotions. Emotionally unstable, immature, and emotionally manipulative. It's just a lot. So they try to represent themselves as the King of Cups, but they actually the King of Cups reversed. That's also why the page keep coming out. They're a child. They're a child. They're not a king. They're a child. They're a page. Page. Child. And they don't want to heal from whatever they need to heal from. So from the angel deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the praiseworthy God, with light of understanding and acquiring knowledge, and cures illness. See the Four of Swords? Yeah. This person was causing you nothing but mental stress and mental pressure. Mental stress that also then affected how you felt about yourself. With the orange being here, that's your sacral chakra, self-worth, self-esteem, self-love, all that. That then later on affects how you interact with your environment. And that's is healing, or you're starting to heal it or needs to be healed. And could be saying you wondering and you want to know why you do certain things, and the reason why is in the past. But you might not want to look at your past because it's so painful. But it's like you have to look at it in order to move forward. What it could be saying. Because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow, and he also takes his... It's slow. It could be saying like he's taking his time and thinking things through and stuff like that, making sure everything is, correct and stuff like that. But he's also very liable and dependable. But if it's reversed, it could simply, with the Seven of Pentacles, with Seven of Swords being here, it could be saying this person trying to make it seem like they was just taking their sweet time and they was trying to get things right and get things in order, when all actuality is they just being stubborn. Then we have the Page of Cups with God who rejoices with divine comfort, giving giving comfort and protection from one's enemies. Funny enough, because with this torch being here, that's why I was talking about the enlightenment. It's shining a light. And it's like the things that you could have been overlooking before, you see it in a whole different light now, and you understand it better now. Which is, because we're here with the sword and stuff like that, that's the whole Ace of Swords business. And the Page of Cups talk about like a reconciliation and stuff like that, when to apologize. This person want to apologize. Your enemy wants to apologize so they don't lose you. They continue to have divine comfort. Are you comfortable? No, they don't care. Two of Pentacles. They're happy, you're not happy. Well, you win some, you lose some, that kind of thing. But it's like, no. It's literally them. And then we have the Six of Swords, the gentle God, with perceptions of unity, protection against accidents, and heals the sick. So you're trying to get you to move on to safer and calmer waters. And out of this choppy back and forth, by showing you that you can actually have solid and stable connections. You are deserving and worthy of it. It's just this person and certain people almost choked. Certain people are trying to convince you otherwise. And that's not true. And it's like, that's what I mean by it's their stubbornness. For some people, all they literally had to do was apologize. And mean it. They couldn't even do that. So you got away. You moving on to calmer waters, and now they want to apologize so they can get in a boat with you, so they can also, participate or take part in your winnings or your earnings. And it's like, no. That's the tower. They're not supposed to be there. It's not meant to last. If it's supposed to be there the whole time and for a long period of time, it will not get knocked down, nor will it be destroyed. Your soulmates, actual true soulmates connection, there's, like with twin flames and stuff like that, there's a separation period, but then y'all also tame y'all egos and y'all pride. This person did not tame their ego nor their pride, nor did they boss up on a change in any way, shape, or form. They still a page. They still a child. So we have the angel of the animal realm. Then we have a cat here. So, and cats is known to be very like independent. Right now, there's a cat real close to her, and then there's a rabbit close to her. And rabbits talking about like fertility, and because they very fertile, okay, very fertile. They be popping babies out like it's nothing. There's a whole bunch of them. So it's like you have ideas that with the ocean being here where there's multiple different kinds of fishes, and then there's different kind of waters and stuff like that. You have a lot that you're very passionate about that can like lead to independence, but it's just you have to be stable and grounded within yourself to fully believe it, and understand the message that spirit is trying to tell you, and take action on it. Because it's a wolf. It's a lot of animals I gotta put together. Okay, I'm sorry. And there's a wolf, right? He's by himself, but then there's a dog here. So it's like, where you're by yourself and stuff like that, with the moon and stuff like that, because there's a wolf and a dog. And it talks about, um, you feel like you're in the wild, you don't know what's going on and stuff like that. You feel alone and stuff like that, like an omega, right? Feel alone, abandoned, you don't have no pack and stuff like that. But slowly, you become like into this dog, which is a domesticated version of a wolf and stuff like that, and find a place where you belong, people that you. So it's like you become less wild. So it's like you become more like you still have like dogs still have those wild natures and stuff like that. They still do certain things that wolf does, but you more so have like a home or a sense of groundedness and a sense of belonging where even if you're omega and stuff like that, you can take care of yourself and even like then take care of your own like because when dogs have they have pups and stuff like that, they gotta like teach it and train it and stuff like that. And then we have the birds, which is something about the having faith that spirit is talking to you and communicating with you. And then with the unicorn, it's just like everybody's story is different and one of a kind. There might be some similarities, but every story is different. Everyone is different and very unique. And God handled each person accordingly. Also, I'm show you this, something about the dog and stuff like that. It talks about insight. And is that not the wolf and or a dog? See? And it's like, and then with the birds and stuff like that, it's saying like you're getting the message correctly. It's up to you if you want to do it. Because with the bottom of the deck is how teachable are you. Then it talk about alchemy, which is the magician. You can turn this whole thing around. You don't have to be with this person. With the dependency, you don't have to be codependent to this person. Also, this person needs you way more than you need them. Which is, they trying to keep you stuck. You not trying to keep them stuck. They're trying to chain you. Keep you as a prisoner. Didn't I say something about Stockholm Syndrome? I think I'm like mad long ago. Literally. Stockholm Syndrome is what they're trying to do. You don't have to fall in love with your captor. Or the person that's abusing you. And then the moon being here. There's secret competition and animosity that they don't want you to know about. There's a conflict in the battle. Literally with this one person inside themselves that they're taking out on you, but they don't want you to realize that because then you will walk away. This how teachable are you? You will start to realize and walk away and get on to safer and calmer waters without this person. Then we have the angel of fertility and the angel of knowledge. See? With the rabbit, it comes together. And the light of understanding and stuff like that, and acquiring knowledge and curing illness. And it's also protecting you from your enemies. It's giving you the knowledge like this person's your enemy, that person's your enemy. Don't go here, don't go here, don't talk to that person, cut out this person. It's trying to tell you so you can have actual fertile and happy grounds and have a happy life. Where what popped in my head was the Midas touch, but it's not really the Midas touch where it doesn't turn to gold, but like it multiplies. It grows. Isn't it like it adds to your life rather than subtract? Yeah, the angel of good news. And I think I said that before earlier. I was like, if this person trying to come back is for money and superficial reasons, yeah, save yourself. Oh, but continue with this manifestation. So, God, like I said before, God heard your prayers, and then we have the lovers. He heard your prayers. He's trying to provide you and send you to like actual, real, true soulmates. Your actual people that are supposed to help your soul grow. And You know, some people trying to cause a little fight, a little battle, and a little competition, and God's not having it. Okay, not having it at all. Um, but yeah, that's all that I see for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.